Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ben-Shushan and I am Microsoft MVP Reconnect and former VMware V expert from Israel. And in this video, I'm going to talk with you about virtualization, and after that, we'll start to build our own virtual environment by using Oracle VirtualBox. So let's get started. So virtualization, it's very popular technology today that organizations use to save money, space, energy in order to deploy easily new computers and servers. In the past, we need to purchase hardware which is dedicated to the operating system and the applications that we are planning to work with. If we'll take this old module, we need to wait for a lot of time. Due to the fact we need to order the hardware, to wait to the supply, to open it, to install it properly, physically, and after that to insert the CD or the USB and to install the operating system, the device drivers, and the required applications. This task can take days or weeks, depend on the delivery of the physical hardware. But today, and it's a very known technology for a lot of time, we can do things virtually. So today, we are going to deploy a VirtualBox application on my PC, my personal computer, and to provision a virtual machine on top of that. So what virtualization brings to us is the faster to delivery of new operating system servers or desktops to the users that want to work with or to consume services from that instance that we are deploying, and it saves costs like electricity, energy, hardware. We don't need to require additional physical hardware for a small, let's say, server that going to run a web server, and of course space, less physical servers on the data center or your office due to the fact that we are virtualizing things and make it smaller on the same hardware. So in our videos in my YouTube channel, we are going to do almost everything on top of virtual environment. In the past, I was VMware V expert, so I got free VMware Workstation, which is the most popular virtualization application for desktops today. VMware is the leading virtualization company, and if you don't have money or the budget to purchase VMware Workstation, which is cost $199 if I remember correctly, and I will check it right now with you. Yes, so if you don't have the money due to a lot of reasons, such as you need to save money due to the COVID-19 virus, also known as coronavirus, or you are just starting in this field, you can use free application named VirtualBox by Oracle, which is a company that leads the virtualization as well, and was a pioneer in several technologies such as zones that we don't going to talk about that in this video. So you can go to virtualbox.org and to go to downloads, and from here you can download VirtualBox 6.1 for Windows hosts. That's what I'm running top of, which is Windows 10. And if you got Mac or Linux, there is support for that as well. So I already downloaded the Windows hosts executable, and I'm going to share with you how to install and configure the VirtualBox for our next videos. So on the welcome screen, I'm going to click on next, and I'm going to install the VirtualBox application with all components down there, which is the USB support, so I can attach a disk on key or a removable media that can automatically attach to my virtual machines, the VirtualBox networking, and Python support, which is not mandatory, but I love to write scripts, so it will be nice to install it as well. Of course that you can change the location by clicking on browse and choose another location. I will click on next, and I will just choose to create a start menu entry and remove all the required shortcut that I didn't want on my desktop, and quick launch. Click on next, and this is a very important wizard that you need to pay attention to it, especially in your personal computer. It's related to the network interfaces. Once we are installing VirtualBox, it's going to reset our network connections and to disconnect us for several minutes from the network, because it creates a new virtual adapter under our network connections, and I will show you that in a minute. So if I'm going to my network connection by typing on start run ncpa.cpl, I see all my network connections. So soon we'll see another connection, so I will proceed with the installation and click on install. I'll click on yes, and the installation asked me to install a device software for the USB redirection. I click on install. This is the USB support that I mentioned earlier. And I'll click on finish, and it will open the Oracle VM VirtualBox automatically. I am going to the network connections, and please keep in mind that there is a new network connection under my network connections. This is the VirtualBox host only network that provisioned automatically during the installation of the Oracle VirtualBox. So right now my environment is ready with Oracle VM VirtualBox Manager, and if I want to create a new virtual machine, I will click on new, and I can create Windows, Linux, Solaris, FreeBSD or BSD, IBM OS2, Mac OS X, and other operating systems such as DOS, Novell NetWare, which I personally start with Novell NetWare and MS-DOS, and other operating system platforms. But before we'll start to install virtual machines, we'll click on Preferences, and we'll go to Network. Here we can see that we can manage our network, so I will create two networks. One is for a NAT, which allows me to go from the virtual machine directly to the internet, and the second one, let's edit it. Right click and edit NAT network, or go to this third option, and here I choose a different name. Let's say isolated network and doesn't support DHCP, and we'll create it for later use if I'm going to test malware and want to test it with two computers and don't want to connect the physical computer that I'm running top of to this network, so I can create a different network for that. So the NAT network, I will change its name for later videos, and let's say internet connected. And I will change the path for creating the virtual machines, put it under D drive and click on OK. So that's it for the first video. I talked a little bit about virtualization, why it's so important, because it allows us to save money, hardware, space, and energy, and to deliver quickly new operating system machines, desktops or servers to our users, and of course to build our next lab. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to install Windows 10 on top of VirtualBox. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video.